Is the information starting to dry up?
Well, it's certainly not as forthcoming as what it initially was, but any line of information we will be grateful for.
And have you managed to turn up anything new?
No, nothing new at this stage has turned up, unfortunately, but as it says, we still wait in hope.
Do you feel like that maybe you're knocking your head against a brick wall, that just you're not getting the break that you need?
Very much so, but we're still determined to follow this through and hopefully arrest the person responsible for this most vicious crime.
You know, you're bankrupt?
Yeah, she well...
Jeans, a green jumper and a balaclava walked into this liquor shop in the new...
Today could even be something the end-all, the great cure-all, and the saviour of the Australian economy. I've often been given value and great potential for the hunter is worthy of support, and with it, it will increase. Its pure form is nothing more or nothing less than determining and the community at large. It's the quality of experience achieved. There needs to be a move on the part of all of those people who have invested their lives and their savings into tourism enterprises to get together and market under a central image.
The ability of the unions in the coal, just as a mine worker, to go into some detail in that, because the legislation, research and development. So if you combine trade with strikes, fines of up to
against, the vote carried. Against, all those in favour? All those against?
penalties. Now, sure enough, if you're a judiciary, can take note, coerce, suggest.
That type of legislation, whilst it has been introduced in Queensland, is being mirrored, or is being suggested as being mirrored in both New South Wales and federally by John Howard. I mean, on Monday this week, the New South Wales opposition leader, Greiner, indicated that he will introduce similar legislation. So workers in the Hunter Valley ought to be very concerned about it.
Hello, in tonight's news I'll be reporting on the small farm field days here at the Tocal Agricultural College near Paterson. Over the next couple of days, several thousand people are expected to attend.
I used to watch them a long time ago when the late Brian Carlson played with them, and friends of mine like Ray Beverley and Barry Lawrence and Putty Miller and guys like that, you know, so I thought it would be a privilege for us to put something back there. And we had a conversation with the management there a couple of weeks ago, and they impressed us as being professional and very pleasant and determined in the way they were going about it. I had the privilege of talking with their coach this afternoon. So we've agreed to sponsor the club, and I think if things go the way we have been impressed by them up until now, I think it'll be good for them. I hope it is good for them, and it most certainly will be beneficial to our little organisation here. I just hope that South have a successful season and the rugby league do in general, yes, and it's our privilege to be involved.
Different ages, people wear different colored shorts. Up to the age of 50, you wear white shorts. 50 and over, you wear black shorts. 60 and over, you wear red shorts. And anybody that wears red shorts or 70 and over, which is gold, are not allowed to be tackled. And we have unlimited substitutions, and all matches end in a draw. So there are no winners and there are no losers. It's just people wanting to get together and meeting and having the exercise of playing the game.
And what's brought you here to Newcastle?
Well, we played the Wanderers in London in 1985 at the Golden Oldies Festival that was there. That they had some 186 teams, and we paired off against the Wanderers. So when we decided to go to Auckland, we contacted somebody from the Wanderers, and they were very enthusiastic, invited us over here, and we accepted the invitation. They've been marvelous to us. They really treat us like we're family, and we're having a marvelous time, and we're going to be very sad to go home tomorrow.
Come on!
in a room that contains state of head.
One quick comment radiologist goes to Durko.
Doctors after they've graduated?
Well, it's not so much as a problem as something that needs to be done much more systematically nowadays, because changes that have taken place since the last Great War are so rapid that there needs to be much more organized, much more thoughtful help for doctors to be able to adapt themselves to changes and to take part in changes than there was, shall we say, 50 years ago, when life was much slower and there were far fewer changes.
Thank you very much, Bob. If you just stay there for the next 2 minutes.
situated near the Town Road entrance, and if you're interested in lawnmowers.
I got in there now.
To land an aeroplane in a short distance like that and go straight through a fence that was quite close to the accident site, I think was fairly dangerous, because he could have finished up crashing too. If it had been a new fence or new wire in the fence, he would have been there forever.
I haven't got your face in shot, mate. Just, yeah,
Good afternoon, I'm Helen Hughes. A 29-year-old man from Bolton Point appeared in Wallsend Court today on charges of attempted murder, malicious wounding and a firearm offence.
Been suggested that the group should stay together because of the about for a long time. Although the decision has had cut from his support Newcastle, they've really got to try and hang their hat on something, and I guess the old bogey, the industrial relations record, is as convenient as any other, because nothing else stands up. The industrial relations record of the region is over the last 6 or 7 years is so good that criticism just doesn't stand up at all. I don't know what more we could have done. I don't know what more the sub-task force in Sydney could have done. Let me say that I think we'd have been in a much better position. We'd be in real good shape if we had some swinging seats in this region.
I think there was a number of things that contributed to our downfall. I believe that the New South Wales federal politicians didn't play an aggressive enough role. I believe that state politicians also played very little role in pursuing it on behalf of New South Wales. All the first criteria the government laid down that was based on commercial decisions was here. But obviously that in more recent times, disappointed that the government has departed from its pretty well established path down economic rationality about restructuring Australian industry, and really this flies in the face of all of its previous decisions.